Yeah, I've been to Porto before, and to Lisbon, and to Lydia. Fantastic memories. The last time I was here was one of my favorite nights. It was in Lisbon at this place called ZDB. You know the ZDB? It was their 16th anniversary, and I was there with a really good friend of mine, and we played some music, and we drank a lot, and everyone partied, and everyone was just partying all night. And then we got them to turn the PA back on, and we were like playing really bad covers of like Summertime Blues and stuff with our other friend, and like people were really mad, and it was really bad. It was awesome though. It was a great night. Many wonderful things happened that night.
This is my first time to Porto, and I love it.
I knew absolutely nothing about this festival before I came here. I am. It's beautiful. The area is beautiful. The sound people have been very helpful. Everyone's been very helpful.
Drive was great.
We had a good drive. We were listening to Tom Ski Mask and some Juicy J. I'm really excited to see Mr. Stephen Malkmus and his Jicks. I've seen them before, and every time it's been amazing. He's one of my favorite guitar players. Yeah. Well, I was contacted by a friend of mine who runs this label RV&G, and he does this project where he has younger artists work with older artists. So he suggested that we do something with the Congos, and I was like nervous about it, but I said sure. And so we flew down there, and me and my friend Ged, we went down there and made this record, and it's a really beautiful record. And if you buy the record, not to advertise, but if you do, you'll see Tony Roach, Dr. Tony Cool himself, made a beautiful visual poem that's on DVD that comes with the record that tells the whole story of us being there and showing our time there, because it was a real wild time and it's a real wild place. And we watched really powerful men live like kings in dire circumstances, and we learned a great deal about that, and it's been really an incredible inspiration. And we just did a live version of the album in London with them, and they flew out to London, and we all reunited for the third time and played the record, and it was a really, really special occasion. Well, they brought everything because we were really unsure what to do, because we had a bunch of different plans in our head of just because the information that we had was very unclear about what the situation would be down there, what the studio was like whether we'd be able to hire other musicians. We thought maybe we'd like get local musicians and like kind of have like a band, but that didn't happen. Eventually, what happened is we just realized that the most straightforward way forward would be if we just would do what we do. So we went into the studio and just improvised like we do and generated tracks. And we were worried because, reggae music and roots music has very strict structure. It's like songs, and we don't really make songs. We make kind of more textural experimentations. And so we were unsure about how they would be able to sing over them, But we gave them the tracks, and they were really excited by it. There was a moment at which Shanti Roy and Cedric, Shanti Roy turned to me and he's like, they're like chants, like bingi chants, which is a big part of the roots reggae, the religious music of the reggae, the Rasta religion. And I was like, exactly, I think that's a really good way to think about it. And from that point on, he really understood. And then, but more than that, they managed to overlay these structures. So there are verses and choruses in those songs, even though the music that we gave them is like, I think pretty strange actually, and pretty formless. There's no real changes or anything like that. And so, but they managed to overlay really elaborate structures on them to kind of create a narrative and something that pulls through, which is something that I don't really do with my own music. I sort of kind of keep it a little bit more formless. So it was interesting to see them do that to this stuff, and it was really kind of like a powerful realization to me that was even possible, that someone could do that with the sort of music that I make. So. Always improvising. Yeah, I have a new album. It's done. It's going to come out in September. If you go to my website, there's a song from it up there. My buddy Pete from Sonic Boom mastered it again. He mastered the last one. He did a great job. Really excited about that record. And then we're just touring as much as we can. I think we're going to be in Australia again. I'm going to try to go to Vietnam and Indonesia. I want to try. We'll see what happens, Yeah, always trying to play new songs. And I'm sure I'll start recording again, making another record. And when we went to Jamaica, we started this label, this dance house label, Duppy Gun, because we had some leftover bits that didn't fit on the record. And so we started meeting all these local fishermen who are also toasters and singers. And so we started bringing them into the studio and having them record. And we made one 12-inch. If you go to sunaraw.com/duppygun.html, you can find a track, or you can Google Duppygun. And there's a video up, and you can see the artists we worked with day one and early one. They're two fishermen from near Portmore, out Christian Penn, the area right outside of Kingston. Big rep to the people of Christian Penn. And and so we did a 12-inch of that, and we're trying to keep that going as a label and just keep sending music down there and then having them bless it and then put it out here and like distribute it as far as we can. So that's sort of another project that we're working on, trying to, mostly it's an excuse so that we can just keep going down there and seeing these dudes, because it's like paradise, even though it's like hell, because they're the same thing really, But yeah, it's been a really powerful thing. So there's that. Then I'm sure I'll make a new record at some point. And Alex does lots of other projects, Deep Magic and DJ Purple Image. You should, man. His music his music's amazing. His music is amazing, and you should listen to it. And we've been jamming together for so long, and it's unbelievable.
Buy the Congos record, dude. It's really, really good. Buy it. Don't wait.
This is a guy who just he gives he just constantly giving away music, constantly just broadcasting, which is what we're trying to do. Just keep broadcasting. Keep the stream going.
Everything
is
new
TV. I think Jesus said that.